Welcome back. I'm here today with another video for you. And we have some pretty good footage from this dash cam that is said to have picked up a ghost. Now, if you are a fan of paranormal investigation shows, then you probably have seen this episode of Ghost Adventures where Zach and his crew investigated the Fairmont San Jose Hotel in California. It was said that during the night that they were investigating, they managed to capture a white orb on their digital camera. They also managed to pick up some strange sounds as well. Now, it's not confirmed whether or not what they captured was actually a ghost, but the footage certainly is interesting. Now, I've always said that I can't confirm or deny the existence of ghosts, paranormal activity, etc. But this video we're about to watch is coming from a user named Ivan Opsal, and he says that he recorded this while driving in Norway. Now, it starts off with him driving down a road at night. You can see there is another car ahead of him that decides to turn left into a gas station. And when the car turns on its headlights, he noticed something very strange sitting in the back seat. He goes on to say that the car had been following them for a couple of miles, but he didn't notice it because they had their high beams on. So here you can see the car pulling into the gas station and turning off its lights. So now it's too dark to see inside. You can see there's somebody sitting in the back seat, but it looks like a person sitting with their arms crossed. They look like they are wearing a jacket and a hat. You can see what looks like a headrest in front of them. And yes, the person does seem to be leaning forward like they're sleeping. This is certainly weird, but let's remember that there are many people who believe in ghosts, paranormal activity, things like that. Some people even claim that ghosts can ride along with you in your vehicle. So let me know what you think about all of this. Alright, so this is how the video starts. Here is the car ahead of them. It's going to turn into the gas station. You're going to see the headlights turn on. And then he says when they turned on their headlights is when he noticed the person in the back seat. Now, this is the second time I'm watching this. The first time I watched this, I didn't really see anything. But after seeing it a second time, you kind of start to see a little bit more detail. And it looks like there is somebody sitting in the back seat. If you look closely at the person, it almost looks like they have their arms crossed. Now, I don't want to jump to conclusions here, but I will say it certainly doesn't look like a normal person would sit like that in a car, especially at night. You can see the car right there. It's going to pull into the gas station. You can see the driver getting out and closing the door. But what's really strange here is that if you look at the back seat, you can see the exact same person still sitting there. But now it's way too dark to tell anything else. Here you can see the gas station sign light up a little bit, and you can just barely make out the shape of a person sitting in that back seat. And again, they look like they are sitting normally. You can see what looks like a headrest in front of them. And it looks like whoever is in the back seat is leaning forward with their arms crossed, which, like I said, doesn't really look like a normal person would sit in a car. Again, this is definitely odd, and it could easily be explained away by saying that it was just somebody who was sitting in the back seat. Maybe they were waiting for someone or something. But hey, again, there are people who do believe that ghosts can sometimes ride along with you in your vehicle. Let me know what you think. Now, a lot of people have said that they can't really see anything here. So I'm going to try to help you guys out a little bit. If you look at the bottom right corner of the screen, that is the driver. That is the person that is driving the car. That's the person who is filming this. So if you look at the top right corner, that is the back seat. If you look closely, it does appear that there is a person sitting in the back seat. Again, this isn't very clear, but you can see that there does appear to be a person there. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know what's going on here. But I do have to admit that it does look like there is somebody sitting in the back seat. Now, this person has been following them for a couple of miles, according to the person filming. But he says they didn't notice it because the other car had their bright beams on. So they only noticed it when the car ahead of them turned into the gas station, turned on their headlights, and illuminated the back seat of the other car. I don't know what's going on here, but this is certainly odd. Let me know what you think about all of this. Now, after the car stopped and the driver got out, he said that he kept on driving. He continued down the road. Now, if you look closely, you can see that person is still sitting in the back seat. Again, it's way too dark to make out any details, but it does look like the same person is still sitting there. Again, you can see what looks like the headrest in front of them. It almost looks like they're leaning forward with their hands crossed. Like I said, this is pretty strange. So let me know what you think about this one. I personally don't know what's going on. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Now, apparently the person who was filming did go back and check the footage on his camera, and he noticed that there was nobody sitting in the back seat. So that makes things a little bit more strange. If he wasn't filming and there was no one in the back seat, how come the camera caught a person sitting there? Is it possible that this is a ghost? Is it possible that this is a person who is sitting in the back seat? Maybe they just forgot that they had somebody in the back seat, but they didn't realize it until later on. Now, there are different opinions. But like I said, there are people who do believe that ghosts can interact with the physical world sometimes. Sometimes they can walk through walls. Sometimes they can appear in pictures. Sometimes they can even appear in videos like this one. Now, I don't know what's going on here. I can't confirm or deny if this is a ghost, but I do have to say that it's a little strange to see a person sitting in the back seat like this, and I don't know why they would be sitting like that. But hey, again, there are different opinions. There are many people who do believe in ghosts, paranormal activity, things like that. So let me know what you think. As far as the orbs go, I've seen a lot of people say that these are just orbs that show paranormal activity. Now, the reason I don't usually talk about orbs is because I don't consider them to be real evidence of paranormal activity. There are many times when you can get an orb on camera, and there are many times when orbs appear on camera, you can actually see that they are just dust particles or some sort of bug or something like that. Or sometimes it's just a lens flare. But let me know what you think. What do you think about this video? Do you think this is a ghost? Do you think that this is a person who just forgot that they had a passenger in the back seat? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. And I'd also like to take a moment to say thank you to all the supporters. You guys are helping me out tremendously, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.